silly face.
The crumbs on my shirt while I'm talking. Okay, welcome. It's so nice to help you. I wanted to, first of all, just say big thanks to this guy. He just spent 2 midnights making the site
He's amazing.
pretty, and his sister Naomi layered all the words into the site as much as came in on the email that we could condense. And
Congratulations to Naomi.
and I set all the framework, such as buying the domain name, putting all the WordPress, and got the structure. So it was a real family effort to get you guys to where you're at.
Absolutely.
And then part of our task today is to train you and support you in the whole year to come. So there's no charge for any time you need support in the whole next year. We'll just help you all the way. So we can either, you can send us photos in the email and the words and tell us what page to put it on. We can say, how do we do it? And I'll just remote into your computer with TeamViewer and help you where you're stuck, right? Okay, so let's go real basic. genealogy.taranaki.org.nz. That's called a domain name or a URL. Before the G, anything, if you put an @ symbol there, if we had Carol @ Mary @ Glenda @ Kate @ you can have as many email addresses as you want.
So
It's your domain name. And then we can take those email addresses and aim them. Email comes in, if Carol goes, who wants to go to her, you know, you can have them, or you can just have one called admin, and everybody emails admin, and it goes out to whoever you want on that distribution list.
And that's good because once this is set up, I'm going to wipe our old webpage.
That's it.
So, yeah, so we need an email.
And you can have as a recipient to any email as many people as you want. We just put them with commas separated, and every email that comes down the tube will go to that list of people on there. Or you can have it sent out to the chairperson and they can forward it on to people who take an interest in the content of the email, and someone sort of monitors it, right? Here we made a contact page, and we put it all through the site. We put it here, and if you scroll to the bottom of the front page, we put it here. We just put it everywhere to make it easy, but if you click here for a moment, when someone comes here, they can find your phone number, they can find your Facebook. Go down a little bit more, please. They can find your opening hours, closing hours, and they can write into the form of the website, boom, 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 what they want, and they can click send. That goes to the same set of recipients you want, either to one person and you spread it out, or give us a dozen email addresses and that same email will go out like that. Also, you can hand out to people an email address which would be admin, or you choose one, admin at Taranaki Genealogy WordPress. And whenever someone gets that on a card or a trade show or whatever, anyone who emails that goes out.
I put my phone number on rather than the one on the house.
Yeah, that'd be
Because-
confusing. Yeah.
Well, if we put on the one at the house, we're only there several times a week, whereas if
Yeah.
we put my home phone number on, and I've got an answer phone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the History Research Centre you've got?
I'll tell you what we'll do here.
Yeah.
I'll run you through one time about what we've written.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a car garage, we could go and get all the information about the car garage, but because it's a genealogy organisation, we can't make up the information, and so it's quite hard for us to layer the words in. And by the end of today, you can go, those are the wrong words, change them, and I'll show you how to just change it like it's in Word. It's just that easy. So anything you see today that needs changing, instead of us talking all about all the individual words, just make a note and I'll show you how to change it, because it's just like deleting a word.
Yeah.
So we'll start here. Here is the home page. We chose this photo. This photo was up for grabs. Every single photo came from Google. There was no copyright on any of the photos on Google. If you want a different photo, just name another photo. We'll put it here for you. Going down, this goes to the about page here. It's the same. Clicking there is the same as bringing you there. Go down a little bit more. Here, we chose that as the tagline. I think it's correct. If you want to change it, just,
We'll have to change it, I think.
yeah, just say, and we'll just change it. I'll show you where to change it.
Right.
Go down a bit more. This is a short welcome message. Put there what you want the welcome message to say, not just what we say. We just chose something to put in there. Again, we just put a structure in the site for you to overwrite our words with your words. Go down a bit more. We broke some of these apart into individual things. If you want to change what those words are, we'll show you where to change that and correct the sentences. Go down a bit more. It goes to contact here. There's about 5 sections of the site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have 20. You can have 100. If you go all the way along here and there's not enough, it'll just drop down. So these are a page. Those are page links. And the things on the front page, that's a post. It's actually a page actually, but so you can add as many pages as you want. Let's go to the next page called About. These photos came from Google last night. You are more than welcome to put your photos here or show you how to take this photo out and put it up. It's about a 3-minute process to change the photo.
Same thing. Just with some photos you can't put up if they're too small. So if you do want to put up a photo, for example up here, they need to be a certain size. Otherwise they'll just fall apart every time someone looks at them on the website.
Ah.
So keep in mind when you're picking photos that you want up there,
Yeah.
keep them as large as possible.
Or scan them to a high resolution.
Yeah.
The easy way to do that is put the photo on the table and photograph it with your smartphone, because it'll end up very high in resolution if you do that. Or scan that. But photos on the smartphones now, they come out at like 4 megabyte and they'll be this big on the screen, and you can bring them down and they'll hold together. So these are replaceable. You can have 6 photos, 3D, it's all open. If you click on each one, you've got a menu that rolls. Going
These
down,
Englewood ones.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, they were just put into shows.
they're just placeholders.
And they will stay like that. Can we roll them?
He just showed you how to do that. Click on here
Yeah.
and they roll.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I was wondering whether we can change them, bring up other
It's
photos.
called a rolling banner.
Yes.
And if you want to make a rolling banner, send me 4 or 6 photos
Yeah.
and we'll embed it for you. Just 6 photos on my email and say I want it on the About page, and it'll be up by lunchtime the next day. We'll do the bannery stuff that's technically complex.
Yeah.
Going down. The site has got a green and a grey template across the whole lot. We didn't log into all of this and make that green. We overlaid the whole site with a template. We chose this green one to match this.
And the brown is.
Yeah. It was part of the two-tone logo that I actually made that logo.
Okay.
Going down, everything is up for grabs, absolutely everything. If this is just not correct or shouldn't be here, like Word, we'll show you in a minute, just delete it. Going down, this is kind of cool. It flicks. If this is not correct or you want to change this, it's all editable. If this number changes, it's just one click and change the number.
So this is actually relating to the society at the moment, not the individual branches, isn't it?
This site is nothing but a framework. Make it everything that you want it to be. We just put information all over the site in a mixed way, because we couldn't see which was Englewood, what's society. It's all higgledy-piggledy to us. By the time we're finished, you'll be able to go, that doesn't belong here, that belongs there, and that should say Englewood, and that should say society. You'll be empowered to shuffle it totally and make it what you want.
Right.
Going down, we just made these as separate things to make it look pretty. Going down, if you go, that's just not, shouldn't be there, again, just delete it, make another one that should be there.
So they're in boxes.
Yeah, and we'll show you in a
Yeah.
minute in the editing. The website has,
If we have a photo to go in, we acknowledge who the photo. If the photo is owned by somebody else, we obviously acknowledge.
or ask them for permission, can we use your photo?
Yeah.
And they email you back and then just use it.
But if they're on Google,
Well,
My
Right.
personal
Public
opinion
domain
is
stuff.
anybody who sticks their photos out for everybody on Google to see and does not write that this is copyright or put a watermark on it, we just use them. You might have worried about that 20 years ago when everybody's paid $1 per push just don't get all tied
Is
to
it that?
copyrights.
The first main photo that you saw of the mountain that doesn't have copyrights on it is for the ones on the About Us page. They shouldn't have, but you should potentially replace them with your own ones.
Yeah.
If that,
Well,
if that's a
I've got a
concern
whole
to
lot
you.
on here that I
We've
can
got,
name.
yeah,
Just use your
we've got
own.
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Again, on the bottom of every page is a way to contact
Good.
you guys. It's an email that ends up in your inbox on your computer. We'll just forward it to you, right? That's on. Again, we needed to choose a title, and we put something here. Just put what you want here. If that's not correct, or you want something else, make it what you want it to be.
So that's pretty useful for us.
Yeah. And you can break this into bullet points. We'll show you how to set out the formatting. These. We just set it out like this. Again, you can just edit it like Word in a minute. Contact. This is called a form. Click on that.
You got a Facebook?
Yes.
Because we haven't.
And it's getting, it's a lot of use.
There's a broken link. We need to fix that. Okay, go back to here. No, it's broken. Go back to there. We'll fix that. Okay, back to here. Okay. Is this? If you don't like the phone number, put one there that's meaningful.
Whose phone number is that?
That's
The
mine.
link
Oh,
that's
it's yours.
Carol's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says evenings, right? But all of this, put it to be what you want. Go down a bit more. Edit these until they represent what it is. Edit this till it represents what it is. Go down a bit more. Someone writes in here, it goes to your email. Okay. Close the whole shooting box. Everything, close the whole. Yeah. Close the whole thing. Everything. You walk up to your own computer at home, you've been given a login. You'll get this on an email, by the way.
Yeah, I've got it online. haven't I?
Yeah. You go to your domain name. You don't have to remember this because you'll have this on the email. Yeah. After this, you put a forward slash.
Do you want to probably put your son here? Do you want to see
Log
if you
in.
can do it? That'd be alright.
He's fine then. Yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we don't mind. Again, here, you put in your personal email address that we signed you up with. If you have 12 or 24 members, everybody signs in with their email address. You can sign yours. We actually sign it with a username, but there's an email behind it. Yeah. We'll empower you to add your own users. You can add as many as you want. When somebody signs in as their name, you can see who did the edit. If somebody has changed the front, has changed something, it's their name that's ascribed underneath it, right? So you can, and that's good because you can see, well, who made a mess, you know? Or who said she could do that? You know, who said he could? And you can see, right? And if you're at home, click remember, and he just logs in without even asking for your username. Right? Could you open one more tab? And can you switch and drag one?
What do you want? The banking information?
This tab? Open. Yeah. Now could you go to Taranaki Genealogy on the front? The public sees this. In one more tab that you have open, you see this. Go to here. Go down. Front page. Welcome to our society. And go to here. Show them where that is. Nice and slow. Pages.
So there's all your pages. So that's the home page. Okay.
Now, go back to here for a minute. I want you to put 3 full stops after the word trust.
You come back to this is your, we'll call it the editing page.
Yeah.
So you would scroll down. Basically, you can see. Easy as click on it.
Now, just go slow. The moment you click save, and the moment you scroll up, and click update. Those two things are important, right? Save and update. Remember, you'll get a video about this. Save and update. And when you go back to the public view, where everyone else is seeing, I cannot stress this one point enough. This is the most important of the day. There's no change until you take a fresh copy and refresh the site.
Ah.
Right?
And reload.
And see here, we have dots coming up, right?
Now with this.
And we have those dots. Now if we wanted to take those dots out, we would go to this. Yeah.
Down again.
Get it.
And take them up.
2 steps after that, save, and you have to scroll up to get to the update.
And then
And when you go back to the front end,
refresh the page.
yeah, you got it. No 3 dots there anymore. So now, just with that one small 5-minute teaching, there is not a single word on the entire website now that you cannot change.
So
Just
the
with
edit
that
page
alone.
comes up automatically.
Pardon me?
How did you bring up the edit page?
I'll show you again.
We'll do it one more time.
So when you
Go back to your
Yeah.
beginning
No,
and
So once we've logged in,
Yeah.
got the username and password, you
Yeah.
come to this. It's called the dashboard.
yes.
From there, you have all your pages. So click on pages, and these are all the pages that you see along the top.
Yep.
And then you go down to the one that you
Whichever you
want.
want.
So that's on after the
So
thing. It's got,
left-hand side.
it's got WP.
This happened because you put log in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you put login. Yeah.
You cannot read this the whole time because that's changing the entire time. You got into the back end because you put the word log in.
Oh, you've got to put login.
And you'll get this in an email.
Yeah.
If you want to edit the site, go to Genial, and it'll be on the email, and you'll just go,
Login's all one
Login.
word.
yeah,
There you go.
just put the word login after it.
Yeah, okay.
So here, top bar, / is the login. Just type login. Enter.
Oh, so it's /
/ login.
Everybody has their own login. The person who's the administrator of the site, the one of you folk, you can issue a login to anybody you like, and you can remove it.
So username.
If it's your own computer, memorize it. You don't want to put it in every time.
Now, password, does that have to be certain lengths, certain things on it?
It'll be issued to you by the machine,
Oh,
and you're welcome to log in and change it to what's easy for you.
Then we get that dashboard, and then we come to the pages.
yes.
Let's do this. Go to the front end. We now want to edit the about page. And I'm going to ask you like a question over here. If we wanted to put, go down a little bit more. If we wanted to put a 1 on the end of that, could anyone here help me? Where would he click to put a 1 on the end of that?
So you have to be on login.
So this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be on the other tab. And what was the
We
page
go
called?
into pages.
Pages.
Yeah.
Then,
Then we go into about.
Yeah.
And then we
What's
Put a
further?
1.
What's
no,
further, yeah?
because they were right top.
Yes,
Okay,
that
go
one.
ahead.
Was it?
Yeah.
Just by way of.
Oh, I know. It wasn't exactly.
No, it wasn't. It was historical, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah, put a 1 on the end.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Add the one instead of the naught. No, go back another one.
Adding another unit.
That's it.
You're adding another
No,
70,000.
yeah.
Not a decimal point.
Save.
Can't add 0.1 of a person.
Then back up to update.
Yep, getting it.
Yeah. And then refresh the page.
Okay. Okay, Elijah, can you please show them how to add a photo?
So they'll at top.
Any.
I've got
Take
some.
those 3 photos.
Oh, I've got some photos.
Yeah, yeah, grab your stick.
It'll be tell you what it's called.
Oh, it'll be up on the big screen.
Oh,
He can't see on the screen.
I can bring it.
Can't see.
no, it's under there. Yeah, it's down here.
Photos?
Photos will be page two. Yeah, that's that.
Just leave them
So
in.
anything-
Upload them from stuff. Upload them from stuff, you know. Okay, so leave them sitting there.
Our photo is on time.
What say we do this? What say, these are fake photos anyway, they're not the good one. What say we delete these 3 photos and we put some up from.
Yep.
That little one, like,
And as of today, let's just put one photo there, because we want
we
to
haven't done it yet.
Okay, nice and slow.
Scan it in.
Okay. So this is called a gallery. The way this is set up. Gallery. And these are the 3 photos that are there.
Select top, select.
So just
edit.
We'll do this about 2 or 3 times, you don't have to get this the first time.
and edit, just leave everything like the same. So these are the images.
Each one.
There's these. Select file. Yeah, select file, and then we'll come down to our memory stick. Yeah. To the gallery there. Should pick
This one, let's put one photo.
Honest time, do you think?
Okay, he's chosen one photo.
And you caption it by clicking on it and writing?
Yep, if you want to add a caption. For now we'll just leave it as it is.
That'd be a good place to put
So
the
that's-
copyright if you want to give on
Yeah.
it to someone.
So it's one photo, so we need 3.
But I just use one.
Yep, so save, and update, like we did before.
Major question, why? Yeah, don't forget to refresh the page, right? I can't quote that enough, right?
Now we have that. So it'll be 3 more.
Gallery.
Gallery,
Edit.
and edit gallery. So we already have one here.
Yeah.
Add to gallery.
So that files goes through the procedure again.
So once we've uploaded them,
Ah,
they're all already up there.
Reuse them again
So
on another page.
Here's a nice one.
this is Andrew's too.
which one?
The red,
Yeah.
red